Luckily, exercising muscles is not about weight, it's about resistance. So let's apply that to the biceps. The biceps is one of the muscles primarily responsible for this motion, elbow flexion. So let's resist elbow flexion. So I'm going to work the right side first, which means start with the elbow extended, palm up and fist closed. And I'm going to use my other hand holding on to my forearm to provide resistance against elbow flexion. So with my left hand here, I'm basically counteracting the elbow flexion of my right side. Now I can change the position of this hand, and the further away from the elbow I move it, the harder this exercise will get. I agree with what you're thinking. This looks very silly, but it's effective and we're in the middle of a pandemic, so let's make the most of it. It's important to keep in mind with this exercise that there are nerves and vessels running throughout the forearm that I don't want to compress. So rather than pushing into the forearm to provide resistance, it's important that I'm grabbing the forearm around the bones and holding a firm resistance, again, rather than pushing into those nerves and vessels and compressing them. My preference is to pick a point relatively far from the elbow through which to exert resistance and change the amount of resistance that I'm using until I can just barely complete that elbow flexion contraction of the biceps. I like to do about 10 repetitions consecutively of this and about 3 sets over the course of a workout.